morning, my colleagues at the regional centers. Um, Today I have with me Dr. Savita, teacher training expert at the National Institute of Open Schooling. Today we are having a EduSet session on role of parents and teachers in guiding children. See, all of us we know the importance of like how the guiding children, because if we guide them properly, then we can help in promoting their all-round development. See, we all know, we all interact with our environment continuously. Similarly, primary school children or the children, they also interact with their environment continuously. Environment could be the play school, school, their home, their neighborhood, their community. See, as we interact with interact continuously, we we develop. And children, because the type of response they get from their peers, their teachers, their parents, everything affects their development. And we all, as adults, we all want they should develop properly. They should have all-round development, in an all-round way. See, it is like, what are those aspects that can help children to develop properly? See, in the course Certificate in Guidance, as we all know, school is a very important place that helps children in understanding so many things, in developing so many faculties. But similarly, at a primary school stage and pre-primary stage, even parents have a very. Today, this session we have devoted on this session, how teachers individually as well as a team, how they can help in guiding children, and in helping in guiding children, what is their role and how, like, two main aspects. One is, we have to understand the needs of the children and the problems of the children. As this program is focusing on the elementary school children, as a parent or as a teacher, we should understand the needs and the problems of the children they are coming to the elementary school stage. And second is, see, with understanding their needs and problems, possible or the conducive environment. Environment is not at home, it is, even the home environment is equally important. At the same time, the environment they are getting at the school is equally important for their development. And now we have another slide. See, first, one of the, like, in two main aspects, one of the aspects is we have to understand their needs and problems. And generally the common problems the students face, they are physical and health problems. And second is social and emotional problems. Physical and health problems, as we all know, related to their body, and related to their physical appearance, like some may be having like stammering, maybe hard of hearing, maybe their eyesight is not proper, maybe having very, like, from blind to even poor vision. And even like the teeth, like many children, as they are not aware of the hygiene, like cleaning their teeth regularly every day. See, because they are ignorant, and parents and teachers, especially the parents at home, they have not inculcated that habit in some children to brush their teeth or to clean their teeth regularly. Because they are not practicing it, they have yellow teeth, or sometimes the teeth are smelling very badly, and these also problems. These problems also affect the development of the children. See, now I have with me my like one resource person, my colleague, Dr. Savita Kaushal. I'm just asking Savita, how like defective vision, hard of hearing, speech problems and teeth problems, they affect children's development?
Yeah. They do affect. In fact, in the school also, such kind of children, they are not able to respond properly to the teacher. For example, if a child has got a defective vision, he or she will not be able to read the board properly, and in fact he would feel shy also. At a primary level, the children do feel shy in expressing that they are not able to see. So that is a thing which is to be diagnosed, and then in case of a speech problem too, the children will face difficulty in speaking properly, and that would affect their social interaction with the other children. And when we take the case of defective hearing, that also affects the performance of a child. He won't be able to hear what the teacher is saying. In fact, that would also have an impact on the academic performance of the students. So these are the diagnostic points, in fact, for the teacher and for the family. They can see why the child, we should not scold the child, we should be able to diagnose what is the reason behind it, and that could provide us the remedy. So diagnosis is an important factor in that case. So the performance of the student in the class and social interaction with the peer group members, these all observations, the teachers and parents, they have got an important role to play in carrying out the observations and diagnosing the problem, what is really affecting the performance of the child. So that is a clue, that provides a clue to the teacher and the parents also. So we have to, in fact, they have to emphasize minute, observations of the children. That is very important.
Dr. Savita, yeah, as you have told, like, see, for the defective vision, hard of hearing, speech problems, teeth problems, physical disabilities, yeah, some of the problems as adult we can observe very easily.
Yeah.
Like physical disability, if somebody like polio affected child, or maybe like, and teeth problem. See, but they have, as you have told, they have a diagnostic value. And for diagnosis, the professional is required.
Yeah.
See, as a teacher, as a parent, like maybe parents may tell because they are not professionals.
Yeah, they are
See,
not.
Because we are taking the common parent.
Yeah.
Okay, some parent doctors, maybe they are also parent. But one thing, how as a teacher and as a parent, and when they are observing their small children, how they can help. Because for diagnosis, because I think for diagnosis, observation is needed.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And small children, actually they are under observation by one teacher, because at the primary level, one teacher teaches all the subjects.
Yeah.
That's why the teacher is in contact with the students for the maximum time.
Yeah.
And even parents,
Yeah.
at home, like especially mother and like even parents, they are also with the child for a longer time. And this is the stage, because they are younger, they are not conscious, they are not, that's why this, I feel, the like up to primary, that stage, that identifying the problem and getting it diagnosed and even remedify, like, that would be better.
That would be better. In fact, they have to take the help of a physician or a relevant person in that field. But they do have, as you have earlier mentioned, that the teacher and the parents, they do spend a considerable time with such kind of a child, So they have got a crucial role to identify the problem, and then the subsequent treatment and diagnosis, one can take the help of the doctor also. But the habits like, not brushing the teeth properly, they can be inculcated. Well, you have mentioned in your presentation also that they can be inculcated right from the beginning by the mother or the father or other family members. In fact, when we inculcate such a kind of a habit, there won't be such kind of problem with the teeth at least.
Yeah, especially in Savita, especially in urban areas, see, parents, like the responsibility is more with the parents, and they are also taking this responsibility seriously. But where the children are from orphanage and maybe like from a rural areas, and that brushing at the tribal belt means, I'm hoping like all of us are of this thing, they may be aware of this and they may be doing of it, but as a parent may be helping their children to develop hygienic habits in them at a younger age. But I feel especially in tribal areas and in other areas, even teachers, they are equally
important, because they can communicate to the parent. Why should we keep our teeth clean? Maybe the parents are even not brushing in such kind of an area. So there should be close interaction between the parent and the teacher in that regard. And being in urban area, we do miss that thing, but it is quite important that the parents and teachers, they should have regular contact with each other in that regard, and the teachers have got a crucial role to play in making the parents aware.
See, yeah, so far we were discussing the physical and health related problems. One of the like the easy thing about these problems are we can observe them like easily, because if a child is having a stomach ache or this thing, eyes are watery eyes, hard of hearing, these are easy to like identify.
Yeah, that's true.
But there are some different types of problems that, like with interaction with the child, interaction with their parents, interaction with their peers, that only help us to know a particular child is having some problems or not. And these problems come under the category social and emotional problems. We have a slide here, and slide please. Under social and emotional problems, like the common areas that we have to see is, one is studying social relationship in the school. I think Dr. Savita, you also may be agreeing with me. We have seen children, they are not talking to anyone. Like some child, they will be sitting in a corner, not interacting with their peers, not smiling.
Yeah, that is there. Some children are very shy, some are very active, and in fact, such kind of children who are very active and want to participate, they overtake the shy child in the class. Maybe there could be a disability, maybe there could be a social reason also, and such type of children, they should be diagnosed. What is the reason why they are not participating? And in fact, it is, if they are feeling shy, they should be given, in fact, they should be given more opportunities to talk in the group, and they should be asked to play a role of a team leader, so that they do participate in the activities. So in that case, the teacher as well as the parents, they do have an important role to play to cater to such kind of children.
Yeah, the major social and emotional problems faced by children are studying social relationship in the school. The teacher can do to know the social problems of the children by studying the social relationship in the school. And one of the way is studying the sociometry, like why some children are very social, some are like some children are liked by everybody, some children they are not liked by anyone. Like this, identifying the isolates, as Savita you were telling, like there are children, yeah, in spite of like telling them to talk, they are not talking, they prefer to sit in the corner, they don't like to be friendly to anyone. So yeah, even these children, it's not a like normal, like they don't want to be friendly, that's why they are sitting like in a corner or like in a like isolated place. Yeah, they may be having some problems, that is social emotional problems, and as a teacher or as an adult parent, it is our duty to try to understand why a child is behaving in such a way. And there are some children, they are bullying. Bullying may be like, because if physically strong children, they like to bully the physically, like sometimes like they are bullying the children, they are shorter in height or weak. Yeah, but see, to some extent it is a normal behavior, like just teasing, like for the fun sake. But when the aggressive behavior, like beating, bullying, if it is with a more intensity and it's every time, then as an adult, as a parent or teacher, it is our duty to look for the reason. And there are some problems, like Savita, you might have like observed, like there are some children, they are very introvert.
They're
See,
very
they may not be isolate, they may be having few friends, but they don't like, as you know, shy children. And some children, they have fear, like see, that fear is not having any cause. See, they have ki ye chhat niche gir jaye, like something like
phobias.
yeah, this wall will break, or maybe the flood will come, like something like unforeseen fear. And they have doubts, unnatural this thing. Yeah, those doubts are not having reason. There are phobias, phobia from the height, phobia from the water. See, these are also common problems found among children. See, Dr. Savita, like as a teacher or as a parent, like how you can help the teacher and the parents to see these landmarks or these aspects, so that they can understand whether the children are having any social emotional problems, and if they have, then how they can help the children to overcome. But one thing is there, see, in some these problems, professional help is required. But as a like development, some of these problems they children encounter during their development.
Yeah.
See.
In fact, I came to know about a case, a child had a feeling of claustrophobia, he did not like, in closed spaces like in lifts. He was very much afraid that he would die, of suffocation. So I asked the parents, what is the reason? You just try to find out what there should be some underlying reason behind it. Both the parents, they were working, and I asked them to make an observation of the child, and they did follow, my advice, and they observed, when they used to leave the home, the servant was there with the child, and he used to close the child in a store, and he used to watch the television, and the child was closed in the store for the punishment. So that was a reason. So parents they have to find out what is the reason. All the fears, phobias or whatever deficiencies a child has, they do have some underlying reasons, whether it could be physical reason or the social reason. So the parents have to help out the child, and they have to make an observation.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Savita. Like you have told, like see, as a parent, when both the parents are working and even teacher is with the children for limited time, see, because we are for the welfare of the child, we are for promoting the development of the children. That's why we have to be alert. See, this is the servant. Because she was not interested in with the child, and she is more interested in watching the TV. Because in the evening she may not be getting time or something, and maybe because that time she may be having fear of the parents. But
that's
see, as a parent, as a teacher, we have to be very alert.
Yeah.
See, now as we are saying, see, children are interacting, they are developing. Health problems, physical problems, social emotional problems, they are the common problems children during phase. But it is not that all children are having these problems or they are facing. See, this is one of the clues where we have to look for when we wanted the proper development, or we wanted promotion of the development of the children. That's why these of the some of the clues we have to be look for. And now, see, okay, these are the symptoms or the clues we have to look for. Like similarly, seeing for these clues, the one of the other aspect is providing conducive environment to all children. See how? See, parents maybe say we have only one room house, we may be having a big house, we are in a joint family. See, conducive environment is not space specific. Conducive environment is not materialistic, like we are providing materialistic facilities to the children. Conducive environment need not be equated with the kind of car we are having, the kind of school we are sending our children, and the type of toys we are giving to our children. It is how we are creating an environment. In that environment, child is playing, studying, interacting freely, and they have enough safety rules, like especially the furniture. If furniture is having this
Soft corners.
yeah, soft corners, yeah, especially the children, the furniture they are using, or the furniture that we have in the house or in the school, and children are moving frequently, should not have sharp edges. And why wooden furniture is preferred? Because wooden and plastic, when children are falling, they are not getting hurt easily. Yeah, in this when this thing we have a aim, like we wanted to provide conducive environment to children, we have to see three aspects, and we have a PowerPoint slide here, and the three aspects we have to see is: one is the school environment, second is the home environment, and third is the home-school relationship. See, school environment and home environment, as I was telling about the furniture and the toys we are giving, the learning material we are giving, the facilities we have in the school, AC is maybe a centrally air-conditioned school. See, these may add up in giving conducive environment, but they are not the major aspects in creating a conducive environment. School environment, how a principal is behaving with the child, how the teacher is behaving with the child, teacher's personality, and the room, and the room is airy or not, the provision of playing space, provision of activity space, provision of free interaction among the peers. I think those makes an important contribution in creating a conducive environment at home. Safety plays a very important role in home as well as in school. And home environment, how parents are interacting with the child, how parents are helping. Helping is not overprotecting. Helping is not making a child dependent. And helping is not doing things for the child and giving child all costly things. It is home environment. The parents should be responsible enough so that they should know their responsibility to make this child, one child or their children, as a future responsible citizen. They should always be aware of their responsibilities so that they can help the child, they can guide the child, and they should not assist the child. Assistance is given to the extent where it is needed, not in all the aspects. And besides, when we see school and the home as a separate entity, they are separate, but the constant interaction between the two is must, because as a teacher, children are coming in the school for a limited time. During that time, she or he may be having a constant interaction with the children, but a child is coming to the school with his or her home environment, or with the interaction he has with his home, neighborhood. Yeah, those also contributes a lot. in his personality and his development. That's why without schools help, without the cooperation of the home, school or a teacher is not able to provide the best to the child. See, in providing conducive environment, as a teacher and as a parents, we have to see three things. Like generally, Savita, generally I have like come across like parents, they say we have sent our children to the school. See, it is a teacher's duty. But how far it is true?
It's not true. The both of them, school and the parents, the home, they are the partners, and they have to have a close interaction with each other in regard of the child. In fact, whatever is being done at home, and what kind of language we use at home, and what kind of interactions, what kind of facilities to the child, play materials, and the kind of support we provide to the child have got an impact. So both of them, they are interrelated. So parents cannot ignore, they cannot say that it is only the school that is responsible. So because parents are spending a considerable, I suppose that they should spend a considerable time with the child, and the home does have got an impact on the performance, on the behavior of the child in the school. So parents have got an equal responsibility, they have got an important role to play, and in fact the school also has got a important role. So both of them, they do have a impact on the child, So they should not say that only it is a school that is responsible for such kind of a behavior of the child. In fact, the kind of position, in siblings the child has got, the kind of family it is, whether it is a joint family or it is a single parent family, or the kind of relationship between the parents, how they are having the if there is a frequent fighting between the two parents, or if they are protective for one child and they are a little bit differentiating between the girl child or a boy child, that kind of thing, it has got an impact, and so they have to play an important role, that is, and they should not ignore that.
Savita, rightly you have told, but one thing, the parents now, see, now the schools are of varying types. There are schools where they are demanding lot of the fees is very high. They provide all, like they're supposed to provide, they claim that they are providing all the facilities to the child, so that like they can enjoy, like the learning is fun for them. Like and there are even parents, they are illiterate. There are parents in the rural areas, they are like the laborers children, because laborers, they like the morning they leave for their work, evening they come. And even in the parents, they are working in demanding jobs. Even parents tell, because see, they are paying so high salary for the thing they are not able to give to their children, like time. See, it is the amount of time or it is the quality time? What
that
is
matters.
more important?
It is, quality time also matters. Amount of time, when you start weighing the two things together, I do feel that it should be the quality time. If you don't have the time, then at least whatever time you have got, it should be quality time. You should be able to give kind of good play activity. You should, in fact, giving good play materials is not it is not a big task, but when the parent plays with the child, that is also important. The parent should play with the child, spend time in a better way. So that has got an impact on the development of the child and his intellectual as well as social development. So the parents should not ignore, and they should give due emphasis to the play activities, whether it is indoor or outdoor. In fact, some parents, they do feel that if they buy expensive play equipments for their children, that's not true. If in fact, low cost materials that are easily available in local neighborhood, they can be used as a play material. Only thing is that, as you have rightly mentioned before, that safety is to be considered while selecting the play material for the children, and they should not have the edges should not be very sharp, they should be round, and the material should not have any kind of poisonous painting or painting material. That kind of thing should be monitored. and otherwise they can use locally available, economically feasible play material. And some parents, they do think that if they decorate the home with the toys in cupboards which are closed, that is a wrong idea. The toys should be open for the children, and they can be such kind of toys which are easily replicable, or which can be easily bought and replaced. That kind of a concept should be there with the parents. So when you had earlier mentioned about the quality time and the quantity of time, so quality does matter, because the parents, some of the parents, they are working in multinationals, and they don't have they cannot leave the job also, and they don't have much time. So in that context, they can think over about spending quality time with their child. So that's important.
Savita, like rightly you have told, it is the quality time that is important than the quantity. Like, see, there are many occasions, like especially the having the breakfast, especially weekend breakfast,
or celebrating
outing,
the festivals.
yes,
Together.
and even going out,
Mm.
especially dinner time. Okay, if breakfast and lunch they are not possible, dinner time like all can have.
They can have together.
Weekend they can even if this is not possible, weekend, at least the weekend they can spend most of time together. And this is like how they feel. They should even give the feeling to the children that they are
Important.
they are important, and as a parent we are with them. See, as in the conducive environment, as we were telling, the three aspects were: school is equally important, home is very important, and how school and home they interact, or the cooperation they have for the welfare of the child, that is the most important. And in the school environment, we were we were discussing about the teachers. I think one of the aspects is how the teacher's personality, and second is teacher's interaction, teacher's relations with the children, and the classroom environment. See, classroom environment, we can say the physical environment as a space, like the children should have the space for the free movement, for the comfortable sitting arrangement, and the activities and the toys and the things like they are easily accessible. It is not, the toy should not be put on the top of the shelf, and if the assistant will come and that they will give, and the costly toys only for seeing, observing, not for exploring, not for making bond with the other children or knowing the rules of those games. And even there is an important teacher's sensitivity to children's needs and problem. Savita, I want you to have some light on classroom environment, except the physical, and needs and problems of teacher should be sensitive enough to children's needs and problems.
Yeah, the teacher has got when he is spending the child, he or she is spending the child with the time with the child, then he should in a group, they are diversified group of the children, they are all of them, they are different from one another. So if there is in the group of children, if there is a child with a disability, when the teacher is doing the storytelling, he should cater to that child. He should make him sit near him. And if there is a child who is not able to speak properly, he should give him an opportunity to participate when he is asking during the storytelling session. When he is asking the questions, he should ask more questions to such kind of a child, so that he is able to participate, he is able to speak out, because such kind of children, they are shy also. So the teacher has to organize the activities in such a way that it caters to all the members, all the children of the group, and they are able to participate. And in fact, those who are shy, who are behind the class, or who do not want to participate, such kind of children should be encouraged to participate in the activities. So teacher has an important role in organizing the activities of the children, and he should pre-plan such kind of activities. He should take into, if there is a group of 30 children, he should be able to find out which kind of children need more important time should be spent during the activity, and he should play a considerable role in making them interact with the with him and with other peer group members during the activities.
Savita, like one thing, like as you have told, like the teacher should spend time like, and it is not like teacher should give like 5 minutes to each child. It is as per the children's need. Yeah, okay. It is also not desirable to give the like the full period to only one child or a few children. Like
It
two,
should be
three.
uniformly distributed.
It is like, yeah. It is uniformly, but it is not that 2 minutes per child. That
Yeah.
also should not be there. And one more thing, like teacher, like one of the message, like teacher should accept the child as it is.
As it is,
And
he
they should not label the child.
Yeah.
They should not scold the child.
That
See,
is-
it is maybe the child doesn't know. Like, okay, aggressive child. It is not intentionally he is bullying, because he is having a problem, and as a teacher, we have to help the child to like cope up with their problems. And okay, some of the problem, like sometimes the bullying is the child is not involved in any activities, but sometimes the problem is so grave that needs professional help. But in majority of the cases, one of the thing is, like as a teacher, they should not label the child, they should accept the child, and they should not preach like they should not have the expectations from the child that a child is not able to realize or to do or to perform. That's why we have to understanding children and what are their needs, what are their physical needs, what are like the safety, food, and then what are their psychological needs, social needs, emotional needs. Like teacher should understand these needs, and if children are having some problem, they should be also sensitive enough to the problems of the children, so that they can understand the children they are in their class. And if they are understanding their children properly, then their interaction with the parents will be even proper. Like what type of things and expectations or what they want, like the parent should do for their children. See, and one thing, like teachers' sensitivity. Teacher should be sensitive enough, because see, if teacher is not sensitive, like especially if we are taking a common problem like bedwetting. See, if a child is if a child is up to 7 years of age, it is natural like the problem. See, generally the children, they overcome this bedwetting problem at the age of 3, but in some children it persists up to 6-7 years. Yeah, it is up to 7, it considers to be a normal problems, and children will be able to overcome them when they are crossing this, they are 8 or they are 9. But in some children it persists even beyond this age. When it is persisting beyond 7-8 years, then it is a problem. But if Savita, if like there are like aggressive children and this type of children in the class, like how as a teacher can help these children, and at the same time, like for a parents, like what like tips, like not tips, like what, like how they can like sensitize the parents. Even parents feel guilty, like because a child is doing bedwetting and they feel guilty. It is not a matter of guilt, it is a matter of how both of us as parents and teachers, as adults, how we can help the child to overcome this problem. Like
the children, the teacher should make not only observations regarding the cognitive aspects of the child, but also regarding the social aspects. Now, how he is participating in the class, how he is interacting with the peer groups members, and how he is interacting with the teacher. So that does give a clue, what could be the reason behind. So not only the observations pertaining to physical or cognitive domain are important, but the social aspect related observations are also an important clue. They provide an important clue to the teacher, and these aspects can be closely observed by the teacher, and he can communicate during the PTA meeting or whatever close contact he has got with the parents, and he can communicate to them that this kind of a behavioral problem is there and this could be a reason. So he can make observations and communicate to the parents. And secondly, while conducting activities also for such kind of children, for example, if a child is aggressive, maybe he is more energetic, he wants to spend his energies, so he could have more of play time for such kind of children. There could be more physical exercises for such kind of children. So these could also provide a remedy, without a doctor, in fact. So the teacher has got a crucial role. He can communicate the problem to the parent also, and he can also remedify by designing and organizing the activities in such a way.
See, I feel like instead of labeling the child, it is like we should understand the problem, and we feel it is our responsibility to help the child to cope up with the problem. See, okay, like the school's environment and its contribution in the proper development of the child is important, and similarly home environment. Home environment, see, the role of parents is very important. Role of parents as parents at nurturing individuals, caring individuals, providing them like all the inputs as a caring person. It's important, but parents' role as teachers and guidance worker is equally important. And there are several factors that influence the child's behavior. See, when we say parents as teachers and guidance worker, Savita, I want you to interact in this, how a teacher is acting as a parent and guidance worker. It is not see, one thing I wanted to say is learning need not be equated with cognitive development. See, generally this is a view we have seen. We as a parents and teachers, the school or everybody want their children to be very good in scholars. All want their children to be scholars, and they should be engineers or doctors and this And in this context, what happens as a parent and as a teacher, we overemphasize one kind of abilities or skills in children, and we are sacrificing other skills. When we are giving all overemphasis on cognitive development, child's social, emotional, even physical, because every time child is sitting with a book and studying, and he is not playing, he is not doing physical activities, his physical development, and he may be getting even tension also, every time, because we want him to study, and they are not having enough time to study, and they may not be studying, but it becomes a burden. It is not a fun.
I would like to add a point to it. Rewarding the child not only for the whatever he has done academically, but also for his participation in the plays, in the sports. That is also important. So that would give a due emphasis on all the aspects of development of the child. So that kind of a role a teacher can play. He can reward both the child on all the aspects. So that is important.
Savita, really nicely you have explained. And as we have said, home and school, they have to have a very good relations. They have the coordinate relations, and we have discussed a lot on functions of school, home-school relations. Even report card is very important.
Yeah, it has got. Yeah. It should cover all the domains,
Yes.
It should,
So that's one thing that I was telling. It need not emphasize cognitive aspects, but it should cover all the aspects, including cognitive aspects. Today in this session we have discussed the role of parents and teachers in guiding children, and as a teacher and as a parents, how they as a separate entity and they as a team members, how they can help the child to develop optimally. and so that they can become responsible citizen, productive citizen, and they can be good citizens, future citizens.